with A Homespun House Advent Calendar. Today's colorway is Letter to Santa. So sweet. Letter to Santa. I feel like Santa already answered all of my wishes with this Advent calendar. I love it so much. So here are the last 3 days of the Advent calendar. So lots of fun knitting coming up here soon. And I am going to make some Christmas cookies later today. That is going to be pretty awesome. And in preparation for that, I made a green smoothie. I got to get some veggies in my system because I know I'm going to be drinking, or not drinking, I'm going to be drinking a lot of this, and then I'm going to be eating a lot of cookies. Let's get real. So I don't know about all of you, but I have 2 favorite Christmas cookies, and I make them every single year. So one of those is the Rolo Pretzel cookies. They're also called turtle candies. And this is what they look like. So it's basically a pretzel and a Rolo, and then you melt them in the oven for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, not long at all. And then you take them out and you put a pecan on top and then just shove it down. Anyway, those are super easy and quick and no trouble whatsoever. The other one I make is the white chocolate cherry shortbread, and that is in the beginning of my intro to the videos. My sister always makes them really fancy, and my sister Marianne, she'll dip it in some white chocolate and put these like fancy sprinkles around the edge. I don't have time for that. She is so good. I am not. So white chocolate cherry shortbread, and there they are. They're so cute. So anyway, I'm gonna make both of those today. I just got a piece of snail mail. How cool is that? I mean, it has been so long since I've gotten a postcard from anyone, okay? Every once in a while, my friend Gina will send something in the mail, and Jessica too sometimes. But anyway, this is from looking over Queenstown and Lake Wakatipu with the spectacular jagged mountain range, the remarkables in the distance. So my parents went to New Zealand. So cool. I want to go there. That looks incredible. That mountain range, wow. So I haven't even read this. I don't know about all of you, but when I get snail mail, I would like to make a little cup of coffee or tea. I told my friend Gina this and she thought it was so cool. I think she did it too. Now she does it too. Maybe she doesn't. Maybe she rips right in. But back in the day when you used to get letters in the mail, I would get the letter and like make a cup of tea or make a cup of coffee and then sit down somewhere cozy and then open up my mail and have a cozy drink. So that's just me. I'm a little weird, but that's what I do. And as you saw yesterday, oh my gosh, did we have fun at the Christmas market? Yes, we did. Gina and I met up. I cannot believe that thing has been going. It was the 10-year anniversary and I'd never been. What is wrong with me? I mean, it has been a pandemic and whatever, but I cannot believe it's been here for 10 years. A, I didn't know about it. B, I haven't been, and it's right here in St. Paul. Like I live midway between, wow, it's snowing. So pretty. It was raining earlier, so I have a jean jacket on and I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the weather, but I live between Minneapolis and St. Paul. So I work in Minneapolis, I live in St. Paul, but I live midway in a place called Hamlin Midway. So I'm midway between Minneapolis, St. Paul, kind of near the soccer stadium that just went up. So that's me. And so, yeah, I live in St. Paul, and I didn't know that was happening. Who knew? So, when we first got there, we had the most amazing, you could smell as you're walking up to the Christmas market. It's just the best smell ever. And if you've been to any market anywhere, I'm sure they have these things, but those cinnamon roasted almonds, oh my gosh. We were so hungry. It was like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We were so hungry. Both of us got a small little package and we ate all of them. Like, we just ate them all right there. So those were yummy. And then we walked around a bit, and pretty soon we found I don't know if it's called glog, but it's warm wine in this little cup. And you would have seen it if you saw yesterday's video. If you haven't seen yesterday's video and you want to see the Christmas market in St. Paul 10-year anniversary, check it out. The lights are so cool. There are these big star lights over every single vendor, and then these string lights. I mean, it was just awesome. So one of the next vendors we went by was, well, Gina picked up a hat first. I thought to myself, gosh, I should really be offering to just make her a hat, but she needs it now. She's walking her dog and it's a Minnesota winter. She just moved back here from SF, so SF San Francisco, and she needs a winter hat, like on the double. So she had to get one. The next place we stopped was Heidi V Pottery. So Heidi V is a lovely woman that we met. And she has a bunch of pottery at the Christmas market, one of which is this sweet little pyramid-shaped, just little tree. And you can either put fairy lights inside. I'm going to get some fairy lights, I think, and put in there because that would be really cute. Or just a little tea light candle that you can get at IKEA or wherever. So that, one of my new favorite things. And then I also stopped at another little, I think it was just Scandinavian in general, or maybe German, I don't know, German and Scandinavian. I got these little, sorry for the noise. Maybe I should just show you in the package. No. Hold, please. Look at these little doobies. They are just these little elves or something. No, they're trolls, I think. Dutch trolls, maybe, or I don't know where they come from. But they are so cute, and I am definitely going to go hang these in the tree immediately. Oh shoot, I got some nutcracker. I got these nutcracker ornaments too, and I left them downstairs. Maybe I'll run and go get them because they are very cute. I mean, you all know what the nutcracker looks like. I also got these. And these are, she said these are Dutch. So, or straw bucks, I think they're called. Straw bucks. So I'm excited to put those on the tree too. There's like, I mean, there's a lot that come in this little package. And Arne and Carlos have a Christmas ball in the book, the 55 knitted Christmas balls, or Christmas balls to knit. I mean, they have a Christmas ball with this buck image on it. So that is really sweet. This little straw buck. So that was fun. And then, what else? And then Gina bought me these little trees. I have some up on my windowsill that you can't see right now. I might just open this. This is by Hedge Love. I don't know if that's how you say it. Hello, love. Does anybody know what that means? H-E-J-L-O-V with the umlaut. I think it's called an umlaut over the top. So you put these together like this. I love these. I've got a bunch of these. Isn't that sweet? Looks so cute with that sweater back there. So I love that purchase as well. And then there's an orange and a red. I won't put them together right now, but those will be really sweet. And what else? Oh gosh, I could not resist. I don't even remember completely when I was a little kid living in Germany if we had these, but I think I have somewhat of a memory of it because when I saw these, I was like, oh gosh, I have to have them. Delicious ginger snap shapes or gingerbread shapes with milk chocolate. Yeah, so had to get those. Super excited. It's kind of a heavy box. I might have to dig into this right after I'm done with this video. Yeah, so those were 2 purchases. And then the big one was I got this light. It's actually just all white. And these were the lights that were hanging up over every single vendor. And anyway, the lady who sold it to me was really sweet. She's from Germany. And at one point she said something about that it was really made well because it was made in Germany. And I was like, I love that pride. That was awesome. So that was that. And then I came across these 2 gals, and I'm sure you saw the video. I had her put her little puffer hood up, but basically that was a dickie. And I had to get this. I just had to get it. So Minnesota winters are so cold. And sometimes I could just wear a sweater, like the sweater I was showing you yesterday that I designed, the Yumi sweater. It's super bulky wool and it is really warm. And so sometimes I think I could just wear a sweater, you know, out in the cold. But you know, you need a hat, you need something to keep you warm around your neck. This thing, you guys, I bought this. It's like a dicky puffer that you can put. So funny. Oh my gosh, my husband is gonna make fun of me. But this thing is amazing. Look at this. You put it on. So I've got this jacket on. I could even wear it with this, you know, just a jean jacket. You put it in your coat, any old coat or a sweater. The gal last night was wearing knitwear. She was wearing some colorwork sweater and it was great. And then you could just pop it down and you've got this hood, but it's like to keep you really warm on a walk. I'm constantly walking my dogs and I've got to walk them like 2-3 times a day. They have high energy. So just to have this nice collar, it is so cozy and warm. And I love how vibrant and bright blue that color is. Amazing. So that is really fun. And then one of the stands that I went to, I think it was the one with the straw bucks and these little guys, they threw in, it says Germans have more fun. Amazing. And that's from newulm.com. And they threw in some Frank's Kraut singles. So the next time I'm at the health food co-op and I get some, I don't know, bratwurst or something, I have some sauerkraut to throw on top. That'll be fun. So that is pretty much my haul. I don't think there's anything else. I hope there isn't. I hope that was all I did. That was all the damage I did. Yeah, but it was super, super fun. So that is about all I have today, but I do have one other. I love this thing. I also bought, because I oftentimes, like when I'm knitting at home, I don't know about all of you, but I love to wear just stretch pants, but I'm not marching out down the street in my stretch pants, okay? Like, I'm 48. That's not happening, okay? So I bought some, it's like a little puffer skirt. I bought it in Grand Marais at the Ben Franklin, and it's just like this skirt, but it's like a puffer jacket, like a mini puff jacket, but it's a skirt. And I could just put that on over my stretch pants, get back home, get on the couch and start knitting again. So that was also a great purchase I made this year. This I just came across. This is a pattern by Jen Geigley. So back in, I don't know, it may have been 2015, 2014, 16, something like that. I met Jen at Stephen B in Minneapolis because she did a workshop there. She and Stephen know each other really well. And this is Rowan denim yarn. So it's denim yarn. You make the shawl first. It's like a little mini scarf shawl deal. You make that first. And then at the workshop, I brought my finished, you know, it takes a while because it's, you know, I don't remember the weight, but it must have been sport weight, maybe. The denim yarn. I have a feeling it was maybe sport weight. So it took a while to make the scarf. And then you go to the workshop and she had you sprinkle bleach all over it. So this is not actually the side that was sprinkled on. I sprinkled it. So it's so interesting how it turns out totally different on each side. So you sprinkle it on this side, and then on the other side, it's kind of like as it's laying there drying or something. I don't know, but it kind of turns into these blobs. And I love the blob side. I just think that is so cool. So we were kind of in this laboratory area of Stephen B, which is an old fire station in Minneapolis. It's really cool. There was probably like, I don't know, a handful of us, maybe half dozen of us, and we just had a blast. And Jen and Stephen did some big activity outside, and he had a pink, like a jumpsuit. I took pictures of them doing that, and that was fun. She was just kind of like sprinkling some paint on his jumpsuit out in the side yard. It was so cool. So anyway, this book really kind of gets into exploring like painting your knitwear, putting bleach on your knits, which is a big deal because you spend all this time. And then if you don't like it, you're like, what if I don't like it? You know? So, but it turned out so cool. I love this thing. And I love the Rowan denim. I mean, it is a great, I think it's discontinued. I don't know if it's here anymore. Maybe they brought it back. But the Rowan denim yarn is just great. It is, I don't know. I guess it's it's denim. What are you going to say? But anyway, it's from this book, and there's lots of cool designs in there. And as you can see, experimental kind of painting knitwear, putting bleach on knitwear. So this is from her book called Visions. There's some great, great, great patterns in there. Yeah. So this was a pretty experimental, I'd say, book. And I love that one too. Knit. Just a vest. Knit. It's so like punk. That's pretty cool. So anyway, it was this kind of modern Wool in the Gang, We Are Knitters, Jen Geigley, I don't know, like these big chunky knits and really modern take on knitting that got me back into knitting. And then once I was into it, once I started doing more fine gauge knitwear, you know, like knitting that myself, then I fell in love with that. So I went from big chunky yarn, and then I went way down to fingering weight, like in the same year. Like I designed a big chunky knit, and then I did a Marie Wallen. I knit up one of her patterns and fell in love with it. And now I'm just doing a lot of those kind of finer gauge projects. But anyway, this one is great. I feel like everybody needs it. It's so cool. Check that out. So anyway, shout out to Jen Geigley. She also is doing a Vlogmas. She's so creative. She's always got something going on at her house. I really love, she had a project that she and her friend, they've done it a couple years, a few years, several, I don't know, where they make hats for the homeless. And she lives in Des Moines, Iowa. And she leaves with a little tag on the knitted hat. She leaves a little tag, she and her friend, that says, "I'm not lost. Hope it keeps you warm." I don't know what the tag says, but it's something very sweet. and they just leave them around Des Moines, downtown Des Moines. And what a cool project. I love that. I want to do that in St. Paul. But they had some kind of, I can't remember what it's called, but I know she just demoed it during Vlogmas. But it's like a crank thing where, you know, she cranks out the hats so she can make a lot more for this particular project. And she was using some really great yarn. I don't know if it was Rowan yarn, but it could have been. Anyway, she just cranks out these hats. It's almost like, you know, a sock cranker. I don't know what you call it. I should look it up. You know what? I'll put it in the notes below and I'll show you a photo and tell you what it is. But it's so awesome that she can just crank these things out. And I want to get one for Christmas. Matt, my husband, if you're listening, if you're watching this, which I doubt, I would love to have that for Christmas. So I can crank out a bunch of charity hats. I think that would be so cool to start that in St. Paul. There are so many unhoused people in my neighborhood, like just to make a bunch of hats and scarves and mittens and all kinds of things and leave it out for people. Or when you see, you know, and you see someone and they're asking for money, maybe give them a couple bucks and a hat, you know, just so I could have a stash in my car. Little spirit of Christmas there, and kind of a giving opportunity. If you're a knitter in Minneapolis, St. Paul area, let me know if you're interested. Maybe we could do that together. And at work last month, I got to participate in, it's called Knots of Love, and it is an organization that makes hats for cancer patients. So you can make different sizes. They send you the yarn, they send you needles, they send you a bag and you know, an envelope to send the knitwear back to them, and then you make the hat. I don't know, that was probably, maybe it was organized through my work, so they paid for the kits. I'm not sure how that worked, but Knots of Love is based in Ashland, Wisconsin, which is right across the bay from where my parents live in Bayfield. So I wonder if my mom and her church lady friends are making hats and things for Knots of Love. And if not, I'm going to tell her about that, because I know I got her onto the Christmas balls, but she's in her 70s and I think the needles are pretty small to be dealing with. She's just like, I kind of want to use a bigger needle and do something, have a different kind of project. So I think she would really love that. And just her caring nature and everything, I think she would love to give back like that. And it's right there, this organization. Maybe she could even volunteer there. So I got to tell her about that when she's back in town. But anyway, I hope you're having a great day, and I will talk to you later. Bye.